Hey Leo, it's Amber here from Symbols for Living. Welcome to your June love reading, which answers the question, how does he or she feel about me? Thank you for your patience. I'd like to take the opportunity now to apologise for May's readings not being up, but unfortunately Mercury decided to, do its thing and I had to oblige. I really had no way of getting out of it. All of my tech equipment pretty much wasn't available to me, so it is what it is. I'm glad to be back, and I thank you really for your continued support even through my absence in May, and I really hope that you enjoy this reading. So to get started, we've got how your partner feels about you, we've got what they think about the situation, we've got what they intend to do about the situation, we've also got their final outcome as how they're likely to feel in the future, and also how they felt in the past or what events have occurred in the past that have led to the current position for them. So the overall card as well for the reading is the Knight of Swords. So this tells me that your partner, Leo, is feeling very much, like the Knight of Swords. So feeling very possibly adventurous, feeling quite powerful, feeling like they could move a mountain just with their thoughts, feeling very optimistic and excited about things, but very excited about the ideas, the ideas that present themselves, and the possibilities. But again, this is all theory. They're very theoretical at the moment. They're very much in their head about the possibilities for the relationship. And they could also be feeling very brave as well. Feel that there's enough good vibes in this relationship, or there's enough boxes ticked, or there's enough things that fit their description of what a good relationship is for them to go ahead and move forward. But this is all a theory, at this stage. Theoretically, it's like they're feeling good about things. It's like the right boxes are ticked and everything's happening at the right time, or you fit their lifestyle, or something just fits for them to the point where they feel really what's the word? It just feels really convicted. I know a lot of conviction that this is the right thing to do. They feel justified in pursuing the relationship with you. So let's see how this turns out, and maybe this will be interpreted slightly differently as you move through the reading, but that's what I'm picking up so far. Underneath we've got the Empress card and the Emperor. So yeah, and then determination. Wow, okay. This is looking to be a very nice relationship. So we've got the Two of Cups at the base of the deck, which talks about this being, they really do feel like this is a special connection and their heart has been opened. And you guys are quite the power couple. You both probably enjoy luxuries and the nice life and the good life. You both like power. You both like authority. You both like to have the last word. You both like calling the shots. You both like to be in control. You both like power, comfort, and position, I think, in some way. You're quite the power couple. And then this also talks about being resilient here, being determined with with the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Wands. It's quite a determined, unflinching kind of attitude that your partner or love interest has about this. They're quite sure about what they want and they're going for it, and they're not really they're not really being very cautious. So it's like they haven't really given it proper thought. They're kind of going out on a limb. They're just convinced by the few things that they've seen that this is it, and that's convinced them, and then they're kind of running with it, that kind of thing. But they may need to give it some more thought here with the Knight of Swords, but we'll see. Maybe it's the exact kind of energy that we need for the month. So they feel that this is a new relationship. They feel like they're, opening up to you, developing new emotional connections with you, with a view to possibly having something more permanent in the future. It could be a Taurian that you're seeing, possibly a Gemini as well, with the swords energy here. Could very much be a Gemini here. We've got some more swords energy down here. So yeah. So yeah, it looks as if, you know, your partner does feel like they want to embark on something new with you. It is a really big decision for them though, with the Lovers card here. This is a big decision to make. They may be really choosing between something old, something new. We've got the Two of Wands here with the World card as well. So it may be that, you know, in the past, they've had this kind of ending in their lives, or a new beginning, or a new awareness, or some major lessons learned. But definitely some sort of maturity, some sort of learning, growth has happened in their life, and where they kind of turned a whole new page, whole new chapter, and it's, you know, it's matured them to the point where they're now considering two options. They're considering, you know, with this World card there being an end, they now have an option to embark on something completely brand new with you, or to stick to what they know in some way. But the World card is saying actually it's time to move forward. To, you know, they recognize that it's time to move forward, but they may be a bit hesitant in moving forward with you at this time, especially with the Page of Cups and also the Hierophant card. We'll talk about slow moving energy. We've also got your partner down here, you know, closing off their emotions, kind of again getting lost in their minds, thinking of things, taking themselves out of the situation, mentally closing themselves off and not being accessible to you, not giving, not opening up. Instead, kind of like running away in a sense, or avoiding the issue in a way of solving the issue, any issues that have arisen. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit tired, bear with me. But yeah, they're basically dealing with things kind of on their own. They're thinking that they may want a sort of peace. They're looking for peace, and maybe the only way they feel they can get peace in the situation is to just close themselves off. And in actual fact, by them kind of going off onto a tangent, going, you know, staying too much in their mind, they actually are, in effect, closing themselves off, and they may not realize it. It's a possibility they may not realize it, because they're just trying, you know, this quite fast acting energy. They're just trying to find peace by avoiding things, but actually it just stagnates things. And the advice here to the querent is the Death card. So the advice here is to allow for some sort of transformation, allow for a death to happen. Maybe the advice here is to go ahead and let it go. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to break up with this person, but the advice here is to kind of either ignore the way he's acting or she's acting, kind of make it be dead to you, or recognize this as some sort of shift and transformation, that maybe this person does need to take some time out. You know, don't take it to heart too much. This person does need to take time out because they are going through a transformation, and you may need to recognize that, because you know, with the World card here, this again talks about a certain amount of transformation, and this Knight of Wands may have come to a sudden realization, might have come to a new awareness about things, and they start charging forward on it. They're, you know, off on a tangent, doing what they think is best, but actually it's keeping them further away from you. But it is their transformation that they're going through, and you're gonna have to kind of let them go through that, I think. Well, that's what Spirit's advice is here. And the spiritual advice here in terms of how things were in the past is like they may have been being quite defensive in the past, possibly with you, because they literally are trying to make a choice. The Seven's all about choice as well. So it could be that this person has actually made a choice and they're having to defend their choice. You know, they're having to fight for their right for the choice even. But the advice here again is to remain defensive, is to stand your ground. So if you know you have kind of given, maybe possibly you've given this person that ultimatum and you've been asked here to stand your ground, that you know a decision does need to be made here. And the ultimatum very much relates to the World card. It's like do or die. It's like now or never kind of thing. That's the World card kind of energy. It's like it's the end of things. It's full completion, you know, and then opening up to a whole new chapter. Which, you know, open up to a whole new chapter is actually giving this person two options or two roads to go down. And it could be to continue on this road that he or she has just left, in terms of maybe growing it, maybe even getting even better at whatever they did before, or developing those traits even more, or embarking on something completely new, which would take a certain amount of effort, it seems here. It would take a certain amount of effort and stubbornness to really move forward in that direction. But Spirit here is saying, you know, remain defensive, stand your ground, you are right in this situation. And they may be just coming round to see that. This could be new for them, and that's why they're doing for the death energy, you know, this massive change in how they're thinking. And they will need some time out. They may want to be on their own a little bit, or maybe not be as communicative with you. Maybe be just kind of more straight to the point with you with things, and not very tactful about things with you. Page of Cups here, and the Hierophant, Lover's card to clarify. With the Lover's card here, the advice here from Spirit is to go ahead and make a decision. So Spirit is also asking you, you know, what do you want from this? You know, this person looks like they're willing to maybe embark, even though it be very small steps, you know, but willing to embark on a relationship that could lead to something more permanent. And this could also be why this person's a bit hesitant, because they aren't looking for a fling. They kind of want the real thing. So they're willing to take small steps. They could be a bit dubious, you know, are you really the one that can offer me that? You know, because she's got a kind of sideways look about her, like, she's not completely trusting. Or doesn't know enough about love, maybe. Is very new to love in some way. This could be an ended relationship, you know. They could have had to choose between you and someone else. You could have stood your ground, given an ultimatum. You could have stood your ground, like, you're not going, you know, this is worth something. And it looks like it was the right thing to do. But then again, this is choices. It's left you in a position of choice as well. So, you now need to really decide, you know, okay, you've kind of put your foot down, you've kind of got this guy or this woman to maybe take you more seriously, although albeit tentatively. And now you know, he or she's giving you this offer. Now you need to make a decision. Okay, so are you going to meet this person all the way, halfway, you know? And this person could be kind of keeping themselves away just to avoid the stress of waiting for you to make a decision. But yeah, you will need to make one, and you'll need to really look within when making it, because the Lover's card does talk about making decisions that are based in, you know, your heart of hearts, not what you enjoy for now, what you desire, but you know, nothing to do with desire. This is about true love. Like you truly love this thing. Like you literally eat and breathe it all day, every day for the rest of your life. In comparison to, I like being around that person. We have lots of fun together. And that's it. You know, there's not really any depth. There's no real, you know, inspirational kind of qualities to the relationship. So this is about choosing between what is real and what looks real, you know. And when I say real, this is quite subjective, because to one person that could be their ideal situation. It could be very real. So it's not, it's definitely more a subjective thing, something that you have to decide what's good enough for yourself, or what's right for you in your heart of hearts. So their intentions are to take a risk with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so it could be that you're dealing with an earth sign as well, especially with the Hierophant card here. It could definitely be an earth sign here. Quite easily. Or an air sign, or an earth sign with like a lot of air qualities. It could be a Capricorn, could be a Taurus. And again, could be a Virgo possibly here. But I'm definitely getting more Taurus and Capricorn coming through here, more so, that you could be seeing, Leo. So yeah, they're thinking about taking a risk. They are at the world stage. They want to kind of embark on something new. They want to maybe set down new roots. Create some more stability in their life. You know, start to lay roots. That's what I think they want to do. For, you know, in the hope that it would, it's like they're preparing, it's like they're growing up a little bit. Like like I said, there's a sense of maturity that maybe has come to them through learning these lessons. And they're maybe now looking to make more mature commitments in their life. So setting foundations for a family, even if they are single at the moment, even if they don't have any plans to have a baby in the near future, they could still be thinking of those things, thinking of the future, thinking about what foundations they need to lay to create a secure future for themselves. And the advice here for the Querent is the Moon card. So in terms of what they intend to do, your advice is to use your intuition around this. Remain as grounded as possible, but also try and remain open-minded. So remain grounded, but also remain open-minded, and recognize when your fears are really tripping you up as well. So paying attention to, this could also be the moon phase as well. It could be that on the full moons that are coming up over the next few weeks. I think we've got a full moon on the 9th of June, and then you probably have another full moon in July, early July. So it could be around these times that you could see a lot happening. You could see a lot more talking. You might find this person is quite affected by the moons in some way. Maybe contacts you more around a full moon. I know I've got a friend who always calls me on the full moon, and they don't know it's the full moon, but they just always call me and it's always a full moon. It's the weirdest thing. And it's been happening for about a year now. I've kind of been keeping a record of it. So it could be that this is happening, that you may need to wait for the full moon to really see things reach fruition. You may need to be patient. Things may not make sense as well with the moon. You know, things you have to understand as well. I think you're being asked here by Spirit. Things don't always make sense. Things aren't always clear. You know, especially with the transitional death phase, just nothing's going to be clear. Everything's going to seem up in the air. Especially with the Knight of Swords as well, very much in their head. Things may not make sense to you. Things may be a little bit cloudy, but you're being asked to remain as grounded as you can and keep an open mind and allow the creativity of the moon to come through. rather than the lunacy of it. Don't let it make you imbalanced in any way. Just understand not everything can be explained, and sometimes you have to just wait to see what happens. You have to just wait, you know, for that full moon, for things to be revealed, you know. Yeah. Okay, so in the near future, it looks like your partner will be, you know, wanting to balance things out, wanting to possibly offer you something, maybe offer you financial support, and a more fairer give and take in the relationship. However, the Five of Swords here is slightly concerning. This does talk about being defensive, being selfish. So they may be after something, but really looking after only their own interests and maybe playing it off to you as they want something that's like fair and equal give and take. But really they have their own agenda. They want to get what they want out of this as well. And they may be actually looking to gain more money to have more leverage over you in a way. They could be using their money as leverage with you as well. So it's kind of a twisted reading, really. It's kind of gone all around the place, but that's what's here. And the High Priestess here is advice to the Quirin to use your intuition. You know, don't be wise. You know, if someone shows you who they are, believe them, that kind of thing. So, yeah, this person could be seeking to gain leverage. They could even be saying to you, you know, if they take you out somewhere, they expect it was only to take you out because they wanted to sleep with you, or they thought they were going to get something out of it. It's quite a kind of a sly energy. It's almost like tricking someone as well, this energy. So you have to kind of listen to your intuition, which is it's not really the best ending, considering that there was a fair amount of positive messages that came through initially. This person could be just that way inclined, you know, very much in their head about things rather than in their heart, and may see this as more of a business kind of transaction rather than a heart connection. You know, for them, they're very matter of fact, maybe. Very much by the book rather than, when I say by the book, like, just very matter of fact with you. This could also mean as well unconventional relationship, possibly. The Hierophant and the Lover's card here. But then it could also mean marriage, you know. It could be interpreted so many different ways. That's like really and truly like, only a personal reading really is going to get the answers you're looking for, because it could be interpreted in so many ways. But I'm just giving you the main story that I feel is coming up, and hopefully you can grab from that what really applies to you in your love situation. Yeah, so it's definitely a kind of closed off energy with this person, in terms of how they're thinking. They're keeping their cards, you know, mentally they're not they're not here, they're away with the Six of Swords. They're plotting and possibly scheming in a sense. Six of Swords is also known as the, you know, problem solver energy. And keeping the cards very close to their chest. not letting anyone in. They maybe have no intention right now to really let anyone in emotionally, but they are transforming through that. And I think that's why the Death card is there as the advice to the queer, and it's like, it's a transformation they're going through, and maybe in time, they will mature. But the Death card does take its time, and that probably it kind of leaves you a little bit confused as well with the Moon card there. They may be saying they want a brand new start, and they want, but at the same time, they're kind of opposite each other as well. It's like, on the one hand, they might want a new start, and then want to be free, and then the next minute they want to be, in a stable relationship and make a commitment. And that might be also what the Knight of Swords is talking about, this kind of changeable energy. I think this month, your partner is in a state of flux and is undecided, maybe, as to what they really want. All they know right now, or maybe towards the end of the month, all they're really going to come up with is can we just have maybe a very simple relationship that could be like more related to friends with benefits, where they're getting what they want out of the situation, and they could be being a little bit calculated around that, especially with the Knight of Swords. They're not really in their emotions about the situation. They're just thinking, how can I win? How can I get what I want? Being a little bit more cutthroat. Making sure that whatever they give, they get back. Ooh. And that'll be the outcome. But you're being told here to stand your ground. And ultimately, this is your choice. You have to remember, this is your choice. There could be an age difference as well with the Page of Cups. And then with the Lovers card here as well, it does suggest that it could be like a very sensual relationship. You guys may get together this month sexually, but you may find out that this person could have been saying all the right things to you. They're a little bit immature, saying they want like a full-on relationship when actually they've just got kind of their own agenda for what they want to make themselves happy. Kind of an ulterior motive. Alright, Leo, let's look at these cards here. I'm really sorry to deliver bad readings. Oh, Leo, I don't want to do it. So let's hope that we've got a few more positive messages that come through for Leo for this love reading with the Amira Love Oracle deck. Okay, so you have to recognise that Spirit is saying this is a past life relationship. There might be those lessons to be learned there. Got the Beauty Queen as a challenge. What holds you together is gossip. Yeah, it's like what holds you together is hearsay. What holds you together could not even be real. And we've got passion. Yes, I think this person is possibly looking for a more passionate relationship. There's a lot of passion between you two. And what holds you together actually may not be real, in terms of what is being said by this Knight of Swords may not actually be genuine. They're just saying things from the top of their head to get what they want. They're not even letting it register in their heart what they say at all. Okay, that's what it seems like to me. But interestingly enough, we've got all those positive cards underneath here, so there is potential. Maybe this person does see potential, but that's why the Hierophant card has come up, and they kind of are opening up their heart. But when it comes to it, deep down as a person, maybe it could be like rather than just having bad intentions. It could just be who they are, you know, because this really is about survival instincts as well. This is quite close to, you know, the core of someone. So they could just have that kind of mentality. And I think the High Priestess here is saying to be wise. You have this wisdom, you know, you have the wisdom to understand the situation for what it is. You're not stupid and no one can take you for a fool. You know, you're the High Priestess. Interestingly enough, we've got the Hierophant and High Priestess. They're usually seen as a couple. So this is like really a confusing reading. Because on the one hand, we've got this kind of commitment wanting to be made and obviously seeing this connection. Then we have someone who possibly isn't telling the whole truth. You know, maybe not even like outright lying, but just omitting the truth, not really saying everything. Only giving you half of the story, you know. And that might be why you feel like the moon, you know, in terms of their intentions. You just don't know what their intentions are. So the advice there is just to remain as grounded as possible. Do look to see the moon cycles, make a note of what happens around those dates to give you more clarity as to what the outcome of certain actions are. You know, the full moon will really tell you what's actually happening. You know, it will reveal the situation for what it really is. So it'd be interesting to see what happens come June the 9th. But this is a past life connection. It's probably why there's so much passion in the relationship. You've kind of met each other before. This is also Spirit's advice telling you that there is a past that needs to be considered here as well. It could be that this person has got some sort of past life issues, but literally, when I say past life, it could just be past events in this same life. So that could be happening here as well. And that's why maybe this kind of personality issue kind of creeps in, where they can be quite, you know, having to have the upper hand, having to have that leverage, having to be in a position of power. You know, we did say initially we got the Emperor and the Empress. There is this power. That message came through quite early, that there is a like for power, maybe on both ends for both of you. But this person possibly is expressing it in a way that is dishonest. Okay, so you are experiencing the dark male. So it could be that this person you're seeing is a dark male. He could be very attractive to you. So you're learning maybe that you know, attraction only goes skin deep. You know, well, not attraction, but physical attraction only goes skin deep. You know, there's a lot of passion here. They see you as the mature woman. So there could be an age difference, as I said before, between you two. And the challenge here is the beauty queen. So you could be challenged in the way that you may not feel that you're beautiful enough for this person, or this person may feel this way about you in some way, and therefore that's why they feel they want to get leverage. And it could just be all the attraction that you get from other people of the opposite sex or the same sex, depending on, you know, how how you live. So yeah, I think the challenge here is kind of someone's getting a lot of attention. Someone may be quite in love with themselves as well. Like, they consider themselves the beauty queen. And it could be this person. Okay, so your partner is experiencing friendship, learning about friendship, learning about a true give and take, I think. Learning about a true give and take, what it's like to be really honest with someone, learning how to develop trust in relationships and things like that, developing true friendships where there's like real camaraderie between you two. And yeah, he or she could be learning about that this month, learning how to develop the relationship just on a friendship level at first, especially with the Page of Cups there as well. Talks a lot about friendship rather than full-on passion, even though there's a lot of passion between you two, you may be now at a stage where you're developing the friendship, but this person actually is starting to get to know you and who you are this month. And it's maybe moving a bit away from the superficial, how someone looks in the beauty queen. You're also learning about maybe looks aren't everything, you know. And developing the friendship between you two instead. And you know, that does seem here, you know, there is like a nice give and take here. Anything that kind of spoils it is this Five of Swords. This person could be quite rigid and, you know, not very forthcoming, especially with the Four of Pentacles here, in terms of giving emotion or giving back, and be quite measured and hold back quite a lot because they want leverage, and there could be a bit of fear here. They always want to have the upper hand. They don't ever want to maybe be vulnerable. And that's why they kind of keep this position of always having leverage over you in some way. And that could be through, you know, playing silly games with you, making you feel a bit on edge with the Moon card here. So yeah, you see them as the Ice Queen, so you see them as maybe, you know, the Knight of Swords, someone who is closed off from their emotions and is being more objective about things. Someone who possibly has been hurt before, who's really turned off their emotions, really, when I say turned off their emotions, like really not paying attention to them, which is kind of concerning because usually that's how you would describe a narcissistic person. Someone who isn't able to really get in touch with how they feel, and at the same time doesn't trust anyone, and always feels they have to have the upper hand all the time, and often always like kind of maybe sees money as a point of leverage. You know, that's how they love, and it's just how they are. And we did mention it could be a personality trait. So these things have come out, and it could be that it's something like that, unfortunately. Okay, so they see you as a mature woman, like I said. It could be just an age gap. They see you as quite mature. So this person is really learning, you know. Hopefully it's not like a deep-rooted narcissistic kind of, what's the word? A malignant narcissist, someone who's really cannot change. Hopefully it's just a few narcissistic kind of character traits they have that maybe they can work through. Hopefully the Death card here will do that. And also them learning about a friendship hopefully will open up their heart a little bit this month. But you have to watch the moons to see the truth of the situation, I think. And yeah, stand your ground. Do what you know in your heart is right for you with the Lovers card here. And be wise. Yeah. So that's your reading. I'm going to stop now before I go on any further. Before I go though, I would like to say thank you so much for subscribing, liking and sharing. I just so truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for helping my channel to grow. And I'd also like to offer you the opportunity for your own personal reading by emailing me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. In the description box will be all the details. We've also got here at Symbols for Living our postcards for birthdays. So I think Leo is coming up soon. So please do purchase yours soon. It's a very pretty Leo symbol here. It's inspired by Aboriginal art. We've got a list here of all the correspondences. We've got number 5 being the lucky number, fire being the element, gold being your luckier colour, amber being your stone, and all sorts of different kind of tidbits and correspondences that are listed here. Then you've got like a description here. So it says, family, fans and tribe, you have a following. Your light shines brightly and leads others to self-love and celebration. Exuding in confidence and vitality, you generously share your warmth like the sun on a beautiful summer day. What a lovely birthday card to get, okay? So And it's really cute. This person can then stick that on their fridge or frame it if they like, if they really like the picture. And always remember the message that you sent to them in postcard format. I sell them as a pack of 12 with all the signs in them, but you're more than welcome to purchase them singularly if you prefer. But then it would cost more in postage packaging just for one card, so it may be kind of better in the long run if you plan to buy more just to buy the pack. And then we've got the cups here. This is the Gemini example. You can also get this with the Leo symbol on, and also at the back we've got symbols for living here and a lovely classy black interior. I also do chakra cups with all the chakra symbols. I've also got sacred geometry, and I've also got ancient Kemetic / Egyptian symbols on cups and mugs, etc. Sorry, cups, postcards, and etc. I will quickly show you the posters as well. You can get these posters to hang up in your hallway or your bedroom, or as a gift even, that represents your sign. Again, they're all hand drawn and inspired by Aboriginal art. I think they're really beautiful. I actually had to hire an artist to do that. Unfortunately, I'm not that skilled, but I am a lover of art. So, and I've also got some more collections to come. So if you are an artist, please do let me know. I'd love to see your work, because I need to hire an artist pretty soon for my next collection. And otherwise, yeah, take very good care of yourself. Thank you so much for stopping by. Do get in touch with me if you'd like to purchase anything. If you have any questions, just get in touch. So take very good care until next month. Bye, Leo.